From the Wexford County Civic Center, it is the Michigan Amateur Hockey Association 14U B State Tournament. State Savings Bank here on M123 FM. Dan Hardenbrook, J-File, glad to have you along. Steve Stifler producing our video feed here on site as we get you ready for the final hurdle in a season that has been up and down. It's wound its way through multiple states, different peninsulas, cancellation or reschedule, and now here we are for the third straight year, a local 14U team back in the finals. For this State Savings Bank group, some of them were on the ice in Kalamazoo last year, losing that 1-0 heartbreaking goal. They've used that as motivation. For others, they've been here before. They've taken home hardware, either as squirts or as peewees. They're looking for that one magical moment again to recapture that glory and those great memories of championships past. And for a handful on this squad, the bright lights have never been bigger than this stage. They will take the ice in a championship game for the first time in their career. 3 towns, so many different storylines of how they got here and came together. But the one goal for this team has always been to bring a banner back home north of the bridge, and that is what's standing in front of State Savings Bank here as we are just about 5 minutes away from dropping the puck in this state championship.
Pretty magical season for this group. Obviously, you talk about the 3 communities coming together, Dan. I think that's really special. We know this game is going to be very tough, though. I know that everybody's been talking about it. This is probably the game that we all maybe wanted. It's going to be competitive. It's going to be fast. I think it's going to be physical. I think we've got to start off strong like we have, and we can't have, I mean, look, I've said it a couple of times, but I got to say it again, and I know everyone here that's watched a lot of hockey knows that first period against Jackson is not what we need this game, but I do think State Savings is going to come out and play excellent hockey, and I think this is going to be a great championship game. I
think the first goal is going to be absolutely crucial. You've got 2 teams that have scored 40 goals in 4 games coming in here, tied for number 1 in the tournament by far. They're also 1 and 2 in goals against. Alpena gave Gladwin a great fight in the semifinals this morning. It was a 6-3 win. Alpena was actually up in that contest 2-1 at the end of the first period before Gladwin was able to rally in that championship contest. 4 goals given up in the weekend for State Savings Bank, or for Gladwin, 5 for State Savings Bank. These are statistically the 2 best teams. Gladwin last year, as most of this year, they are first-year Bantams. But last year, Gladwin at the Pee Wee level, 55-0. So this is a team that has played big-time hockey. 2 years ago, we saw Gladwin in the Pee Wee State Tournament down a little bit further south from us. These are 2 great programs, 2 great associations. I couldn't think if the word dynasty or legacy was more important as I drove over from the hotel for what John Nutkins, some of these players, Gavin Nutkins and Ethan Pavey in their 6th straight state tournament, 4 years in a row for some of these other guys. The tradition that we're going to see on the ice today tells us we are in store for another classic here at the Wex.
Yeah, you talked about we don't need 3 overtimes, right? This program and some of these kids have been a part of something like that.
We'll stay here as long as it takes.
Yes, as long as you get it right.
Back up north of the bridge. I can tell you, it amazes me every time I am here at this level how calm and collected the kids are. An agonizing wait in between games. I don't think personally I could do it. I'd be jumping out of my boots, waiting and waiting and waiting all day for a championship contest. The kids are so calm, cool. Some of them I saw around the hotel, perfectly relaxed. You go out into that lobby right now or into the parking lot, oh, you can cut the tension with a butter knife, my friend. The parents are nervous. I did a lap.
I think we are.
Talked with a little bit of different groups. I did a well-being check on all the hockey moms.
Yes.
They are ready to go. But the kids are ready to do battle in this one. For John Nutkins, Nick Bosonic, Stevie Hinkson, Pat Garapi, the game plan is in place. The preparations have been ongoing for well over a month to get ready for this state tournament. And the storyline still continues. Take care of business. That's what we said on Wednesday at practice before we even came down. If we play our game, we're going to be just fine. But boy, This is going to be one heck of a game here in this one.
It is, and you talk about the tension. I mean, the fans are already standing up. They're already getting involved. They're getting excited. And I'd say it's always nerve-wracking for the parents, right? But you made a great point with these young athletes. These young men have been focused. I mean, even when things don't go their way, I mean, you got a little chippy in a few of those games. They're winning by a bunch of goals. They've stayed focused. They've done an outstanding job. And it's all going to be about discipline. Can you play smart, disciplined hockey, Dan? And I think State Savings has all of that and more.
Well, Pat Garapi was telling me in between games, he goes, look, both of these teams are going to make mistakes. They haven't seen anything close to a challenge of this caliber this weekend. He goes, the way that these two teams play, he goes, one of us or both of us is not going to be ready at times. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to have to handle adversity, and I think he hit the nail on the head. The team that wins this game might be the team that makes the least amount of mistakes, has the least amount of penalties, in addition to just who happens to be lucky enough to score the most goals.
I think something to look for in this game is exactly what you just said. Who makes the more mistakes? And I do think that will be the difference. But the one thing I have to say is we have the noble one in net. And when things don't go well and you make a mistake, when you have somebody like him in goal, that's big time. And I think you mentioned it earlier off air, he's going to be a key piece. Goaltending, not making mistakes, and I think those are a couple of the keys, Dan. And I'd like to see a fast start, though. This team plays well when they start fast.
Noble played one of the great games that you could possibly ask from a kid in the state finals last year. A shot that he never saw snuck by him in the first few minutes of the state final, and it stayed 1-0 the rest of the way. And as Alex did everything he could possibly do to keep his team in that game, more than made up for it, that one goal. They fell 1-0. Alex Noble's one goal as an individual player has been to get back to this game and to be the guy to win it. And that's going to be big for a guy like Alex Noble, who has thought about this moment every time he has skated out in between the pipes, whether it's been in Marinette, Wisconsin, or Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, wherever this team has had to go to play. Alex Noble has had that focus and that thought in his mind that let's get back here and let me be the guy that helps carry this team to a state championship.
And here they are, Dan, both teams skating on. There's an excitement in this building right now. You can sense it.
Oh, the roof is shaking at the Wex. State Savings Bank will be the home team. They're in the whites and the greens again, which works out for this group because one of their superstitions is they hate changing jersey colors in a tournament. They feel like that got them last year. They had to wear the greens in the final and they fell because they didn't get to wear the blacks.
We've got an amazing comment already by the one that runs the show,
Carol, who is with the kids this weekend, or else she'd be babysitting us three up here in the booth. Carol, we wish you were here. Kick back, relax, try to take a deep breath. I'm ready to go. I could probably run through that wall right now.
If you guys were seeing Dan right now, you would be like, I think this guy is really amped up.
You went and squeezed in a nap. I couldn't hold still.
Yeah, I tried to. That didn't really happen because I'm not bouncing off the walls like Hardenbrook, but I'm definitely ready to go. I mean, Championship Sunday, this is everything.
Nothing like it. I mean, I have covered basketball games. This is my 15th year of doing basketball games. I've done state championships for football. I've been to multiple Final Fours for basketball. I've covered games, D2 and D1 college, at some of the biggest stages and biggest arenas that you can find. There is nothing like a youth hockey state championship, and especially when you're on year number 4 with this group. You know, you start covering. My very first youth hockey tournament I covered was the Squirt 10U tournament, states in Traverse City at Center Ice Arena a few years ago. Brody Garapi was a Squirt, a 10-year-old on that team. Now he's here at the 14U. You follow these kids. I've known Gavin Nutkins since he was knee-high. He was one of the first kids I ever interviewed on my sports show when he made it as a little Squirt with the Newberry Electric way back in the day. Getting to meet all these new friends and family with the Munising and the Manistique connection. Ethan Pavey, I've coached him in basketball and football since he was in the 4th grade. You get attached to these kids when you follow them at a local level. And one person once gave me a piece of advice: don't get too caught up personally in the games that you're calling, but I can't help it, man. You're a part of the ride, and you become a part of this family. And I tell you what, hockey families are a different breed. You come into this culture, it grabs you tight, and it's tough to get out.
Yeah, I know, it's a great culture. The parents have been absolutely outstanding. Great support. Sponsorship has been great. And I just really believe there's nothing better to sponsor than youth sports. And what better thing to sponsor than a state championship hockey experience here? Like you said, though, these young men have played together a lot. They have a lot of experience. They've been doing this for a long time. I don't think that as much as there will be mistakes made because this is a tougher opponent, they've been here before, Dan. I mean, they have played this game, and I expect them still to play clean. But when they make the mistakes still, like we've talked about a lot, what are they going to do to respond? And I think that will be key.
I've given a couple people a prediction, or what I have thought off the air, and when they ask me why I make the prediction, and I'm going to tell you, in my gut and in my heart, I think we're going to win this hockey game. And the number one reason I hang my hat on that is because I've seen it with my own eyes. And you said it, this group has been here before. That's going to make the biggest difference possible as we get ready for the pregame festivities here from the Wex.
And the crowd is very into it early, Dan. We haven't even dropped the puck yet. And we've got fans fully invested into this one.
My body is going into shock. It doesn't know what it's doing. Half of me is sweating, half of me is freezing with chills going down my body. Oh, my goodness, the intensity. And we are ready. Jay and I will step aside here as we give you pregame festivities back here with the opening puck drop at the Wex.
Championship between the home team, Manistique, and the visiting team, Gladwin. We now ask you that you all rise and face the flag for the national anthem.
Season that started with so many questions. Questions like, would we play? Where are we going to play? When would we get a chance to play? Now, one question just remains. Who will be crowned the 14U B-State Championship? It's State Savings Bank and the Gladwin Gladiators.
Noisemakers during the game will make all the noise from here for you.
Final instructions. John Nutkins sits down on the bench, staring each of his guys in the eyes. He'll send out his opening line, and we will be ready to go in the puck drop in this contest. Big thank you once again to our great team of sponsors. Many of them have reached out through the weekend and already asked us if we're going to be back next year. And as long as these three towns keep producing great hockey, we're going to be there for every step of the ride.
And the crowd is already
4:45 a.m. on a Saturday and drove to Marinette, Wisconsin in 24 hours notice for a season opener that took place 10 weeks ago. Here we are, puck drop in the state final, and we are underway. It's Gavin Nutkins. He will play it back. Nutkins with Garapi. Hinkson. And I believe Dietzman it is on the far side. Turnover here on the opening shift. Gladwin going to crash the zone. Great play by Austin Hinkson from behind. And Adi will take it around the backboards, taking off his stick. Look at Alex Noble moving side to side. Gladwin on their first shift sends it across. Size advantage again to State Savings Bank. But Gladwin very skilled. A group that is rarely lost. Nothing doing on their first shift. Back the other way. Come the green and white. Austin Hinkson gains the blue line. Austin, right face-off circle, near post. Backhand and poked away. Just wide of the net. And we are a minute in. No score. No shots on goal. Gladwin back the other way. And a great stick lift by Carson Hinkson. Hinkson will spin him back the other way. Longer shifts probably for the top, 7 or 8 skaters for State Savings Bank, Jay. Clear out here. Dietzman goes down.
They got an odd man rush here. 3-on-2 opportunity when they lost it.
Miscommunication, and it's turned around. Garapi through the legs, gets it back to the defense. Both teams really do a good job of eliminating space in the neutral zone.
It looks like Gladwin's done a fantastic job on their end on defense so far.
Puck movement's going to be crucial in this thing. You're not going to be able to make plays skating like you could earlier in the weekend.
Have you noticed that already with Gladwin? Very good stick handlers.
They'll gain the zone. Shot here is blocked by Dietzman. Second opportunity on a sitting puck fired high and wide to Noble. Still no official shots on goal. 13 minutes to go. Opening period of this 14U B-State tournament. Austin Hinkson, a one-man band right now.
Hinkson's working so hard early on, Dan.
Nutkins the takeaway. Gavin tries to split two. He gets it turned away. Puck cleared back out of the zone, center ice to Brody Garapi. This one sent up. Brody trying to join his older brother Aiden as a 14U state champion.
Good start for both teams so far. Talk about mistakes, not many early on.
Oh, in front, deflected wide. Bosonic goes down in the corner. Carson Hinkson plays it out, and a backhand by Nutkins down into the corner. Bosonic, Carter Levine giving pressure on the forecheck.
This will be a game, Dan. The State Savings is going to have to not just bring it in on their own. They're going to have to move the puck a little quicker. You're seeing that already in this one. They've had every game they've been able to just have one or two guys just bring it down themselves. Can't do that as much this game.
Garapi leads them out. Oh, they call off for a change. So Garapi's got a circle and delay. Now tries to make a move. Open ice hit by Gladwin. A nice play defensively. Carson Hinkson his move to the defense, one of the big adjustments by this coaching staff late in the season. Hoping it can pay off. They said this is the game that they were getting him ready for on the move to defense. And a big save by Noble.
There he is again, Mr. Hardenbrook. Another stop. You give him vision, he's gonna stop it. I mean, that's where he's been all weekend. So give him a clear path, make it tough for shooters, and he's just been so steady every single game.
Draw here to Noble's right. Davies out there on this shift. One over to the corner. And fired right up the ice. They're trying to go with the board pass to Nutkins. It doesn't get there. Poked away in Pavey. Up to Nutkins. Gavin gains the zone. 1-on-4. Oh. Snipes one. Straight up in the air. Loose in front. Gavin got one to go on that earlier.
Thought we were going to get another bounce. Good bounce there on that one, Dan.
Back to Hinkson. Pavey tried to deflect it in front. Couldn't. And Gladwin will play it out of the zone. Hinkson battling for it. Dietzman comes into the play. Great play by Carter as he sends it to the far boards here. 10:45, no score. first period of the state championship. Gavin Nutkins off a skate.
It's another shot block, Dan. Gladwin has really done a good job at that early on.
McEvers chips it forward. Nutkins tries to split two. Great play again by Gladwin defensively in their own zone, and they're going to try and turn it into an opportunity, but an offsides and a whistle here with 10:24 to go. Opening period from the 14U B state tournament. State Savings Bank and Gladwin, no score.
Yeah, it could have been a good shot opportunity there for Gladwin. They are offsides. That was close. I thought they were both onside there. But look, this is a good battle early, Dan. I think we all expected this.
Hinkson able to hold his man up there was the key on the timing of the crossing of the line there. Puck comes back, finds its way to the stick of Brody Garrett. He wants Levine. He tips it forward. A 2-on-2 here. Shot from the blue line is wide. That was Carson Hinkson. Shot here from the slot. In front, Belko sweeps at it, no good. Wraparound try. Hinkson gets it poked away. Guy wrapped around his legs. In front, shot high and wide on a great look at the far post. Gladwin gets it out. Dietzman going to have to race for it. He'll get there. Played in front. Tipped out again. The long pass is something that State Savings Bank trying to use here to stretch out this ice.
Got a couple changes both sides here. State Savings on some of those line changes. We've been able to get in open space, right, and make plays.
Oh, knocked out by Austin Hinkson into the zone. Off the stick of the defender, man. Gladwin's so good in their own end.
They really are. They've been absolutely fantastic defensively early on in this first period.
Here's the puck moved forward. Battling for it. Scotty Glaister, who's had a heck of a weekend, brings it into the zone. Scotty leaves it for Audie. Hinkson plays it back here. Dietzman under his stick and out of the zone. And Nutkins will regroup them. Back to McEvers. Off the boards, looking for Scotty Glaister again. Glaister, part of that Bears Pee Wee team that won a state title a couple of years ago.
Oh, man, look at the speed.
Austin Hinkson weaves the defender, goes down. Gladwin will take possession out of their own zone from behind the net. They're going to gain center ice here. Now into the blue line, 3-on-3. Good job there by Dietzman to force his man wide. Pokes it away, now Hinkson takes it. Hinkson around one. Austin Hinkson being trailed here by Jack Heinonen. And another poke away, the poke check working.
They have been doing it at the highest level possible early on here in the first period.
Heinonen, who had a goal earlier in the weekend. 40 goals for both Gladwin and State Savings Bank in their 4 games to get here.
Got an opportunity here.
Gavin Zeminski, blue line, spins all the way around. He was pinned along the boards. He just ran out of room.
You know, Gladwin has done a great job getting back. Dan, it seems like they always have 1 or 2 guys back at all times.
Slap shot there. Noble saw it all the way from the blue line, sticked it away. This one slid in, and we're going to get an icing and a whistle. 7:20 to go, just past the midway point in this opening period. No score.
Great start. Gladwin, it almost looks like they're content playing 3-on-3 hockey or even 3-on-4 hockey on this end. They want to get back. I think they know what can happen if State Savings gets moving the other end. And they have limited odd man rushes. They've also done a great job poking the puck away. Great first period defensively.
Off the draw, a chance in the offensive end to set something up for Gladwin. It's taken away by Bosonic. They'll push it far and wide. Good hustle here from Gavin Nutkins. Garrepy holds the zone. Great hustle by Brody. Monster trucks his man and then sends it high and in. Jeez. And a glove save.
Wow.
Nice job by the goaltender to track that the whole way. 6:59, no score, first period. Draw here from Nutkins. Back to Brody Garrepy. He'll dump it around. Wants Bosonic behind the net. Cut off by Gladwin, but then taken away. Dawson will try to work his way out of there. Now Gladwin in behind their own goal will sweep it around. Dietzman, Nutkins. They're trying to get it down to Bosonic again. Nutkins has room in the slot. Shot high and wide.
The top left corner just missed.
That was one of the better looks of the game, and Gladwin needs a breather. They'll ice the puck.
A little more pressure on that sequence there, Dan. That's what we need. We got to get down there, put shots on net, see if we can get rebounds, and I think that you'll see a lot more of that the rest of this first period. Hey, when you blink, there might be a few goals for State Savings. I mean, that's just how this team is.
Once they open the door, it's the old floodgates reference. Back on the draw, rolling puck as Lubkert tries to get in there. I know Matthews had family listening from all over this weekend. Centering pass here, taken by Carson Hinkson. Collision and the puck rattled around. Nobody can find it. Hinkson in front, goes down. Gladwin will take it away. Gladwin looking for a 3-on-2. Good job by Lubkert to slow it up. Allowed the defense to get set there with McEvers and Hinkson. 5:45 to go, opening period. Lubkert. Spins it around. This one cleared.
Great pass.
Opposite side and a huge save on the best look of the game so far for State Savings Bank.
Gladwin's goaltender has just been outstanding in this first period.
Dietzman.
And we got a delayed call here, do we, or no? No, we don't.
Icing, but Dietzman had to play it just shy of the line.
Yeah, I was not quite sure again. I told myself I'd be nicer to the officials this game.
Gavin Nutkins leads a 3-on-2. Snipe from the slot. Blocked away again. Gladwin with the poke check and the block, keeping this game scoreless. Backhand here from Garapi. Finds Austin Hinkson in the corner. Gladwin will pinch him off. All the way back around. Pavey chips it forward. Austin Hinkson couldn't find Nutkins. Gavin to the corner. Makes one miss. He'll circle all the way around. Looking for the setup. One-timer. Dietzman didn't get all of it, and it's up into the netting and out of play.
Lot more pressure from State Savings, Dan. They're getting on that end. They're firing shots. And now again, looking for the rebound. That shot was just a little high. The one shot with left corner, top side almost went in. Much more aggressive and much crisper here on offense for State Savings.
No score, 4:18 to go. Opening period with State Savings Bank and Gladwin. Glad to have you along from the Wex here in Cadillac. Nutkins with a shove into the boards, and that one must have caught a piece of the net. And they'll redo it here with 4:14 to play.
I appreciate everybody commenting and watching again on Facebook. Big time championship game. Your support means everything.
Off the draw, Carson Hinkson wide on a bullet. Dietzman lost his footing. Oh, Carter Levine tried to hold the zone. 3-on-1 the other way. Defender falls down. Oh, pass just too far through. And State Savings Bank, after a gasp, can catch their breath. They'll ice the puck to do so. And a whistle at 3:48 to go. One of the better chances for Gladwin here in the first.
Yeah, they've had probably only one really good shot on goal, Dan. Earlier, and Noble was obviously perfect per usual. But look, Gladwin has just really impressed me with certain things defensively. But I really like this pressure that we're putting on offensively for State Savings Bank. How many times, Dan, we've seen right off the face-off, State Savings is heading the other way. I mean, it seems like this is like the third or fourth time I've seen that.
They are pushing forward. Hinkson. Oh, what a move. To beat the two. Left it for Zeminski. And a shot for save.
He has been amazing.
Torpedoes to the ground. Dietzman on a spin. Plays it with a skate. Good stick lift by the defense there. Battle for it along the boards. Gladwin will play it out. 2-on-2 at the blue line. Big slap shot. Noble got all of it. Zeminski at the blue line. Popped up in the air. State Savings Bank clears the zone. Carson Hinkson dumps it down for Dietzman. Took a weird bounce off the end boards. Cleared the length of the ice. And we'll get an icing here. No, Garapi had to play it as it was going to die out just short. So they'll wave it off. Gladwin turns it around. And a turnover off the skate. And a huge save by Noble.
Time save.
And the net comes off as he falls back. A great save by Alex Noble.
And the applause comes from the locals. As another big-time save from Noble. Still no score here, Dan, and that is not normal for these two teams. Averaging 10 goals per game in this state tournament.
State Savings Bank hasn't been down. They haven't been tied at the end of a period. Breakout play here for Nutkins. Gavin racing away. Breakaway. Shot off the mask. Oh, what a play.
This young man is having himself a game, isn't he?
Spectacular.
And they're going the other way now.
2-on-1 back the other way. Shot, save, rebound is just wide. A kick save from Alex Noble. As the goaltenders take center stage here in this one.
Did you not say this off air that the goaltending would be maybe the difference? I think you did. I'm not putting words in your mouth, but I think you said you have a feeling, only the way you would say it, and I have a strange feeling that the goaltending is going to be key.
So far, these two young men in the goal having a duel, 0-0, 2:03 to play here in the first. Austin Hinkson to take the draw. He'll push right through. He just splits the front two men on the line right off the draw.
I think that's the fourth time I've seen him do that personally.
Trying to create an opportunity. This one dumped forward. Hinkson lost it off a skate.
Throw it on net.
Oh, backhand. Oh, a reverse. Just off the mark for Heinen, and he gets swarmed. Taken away. McEvers is all alone. Great job by Dietzman to get back in the play, and then McEvers blocks the shot away.
Great play by McEvers there. Gets in front of the shot. Knocks it out of there.
Great hustle by Dietzman, too, to take the pass away. Got back and turned it into a 2-on-2. Forced the shot. Oh, off the bench is a 3-on-2. Well-timed change. Hinkson with Bosonic and Nutkins. 5-hole! Austin Hinkson does it again. All right, Audie, he's got him on the board.
And we got a goal horn. I like the sounds of this. I've been waiting for that, Dan.
Sounds like a tugboat off of Lake Cadillac.
It's on Lake Michigan by the bridge. The tugboat goes off.
Austin Hinkson finds a way to sneak it 5-hole. Great breakout. You pointed to this earlier in the period. The way they've been hitting the ice on the line changes, they set up a perfect 3-on-2 there. 1-0. State Savings Bank on the board as we go into the final minute of the first period. Shot here. Noble, high, save, bats it out of midair. Little abracadabra act from Alex Noble. And that one going to be sent down and iced. The whistle at 45.4 to play. First period. Austin Hinkson unassisted. The game's first goal.
Just through the 5-hole there, right, Dan? Wasn't even probably his best shot.
No.
He's had amazing shots this tournament. But it goes in, and man, the euphoria, the fans, the players, almost sigh of relief, too.
The first goal, huge. The magic number, really, for State Savings Bank based on the stats this season. If they can get a 2-goal lead, they almost always come out ahead. They have not lost when they score 3. But I don't want to be too greedy too early. Gladwin racing down. 15 seconds left in the period as they circle it back. That one fired down. Gladwin in behind. Good scrum in front of the net here.
They were battling right near that net.
Oh, they almost had the setup. And that will end the first period. Austin Hinkson unassisted in the 13th minute of that period. Makes it 1-0, and great goaltending. Tough to blame that one on the Gladwin goalie, just a puck sneaking through. But those are the differences in a game of this magnitude with this kind of competition.
Yeah, just outstanding goaltending from both teams. Look, both the teams are playing pretty, I would say, crisp, Dan. Not a whole lot of turnovers. We've talked about this in the past games, and there's been careless turnovers once in a while. Not really seeing that. Just great defensive play from Gladwin and great goaltending. And obviously, Noble was key, a couple with those big stops. But 1-0 now. State Savings leading. And I'll tell you, this is the type of championship game you want to see. I mean, this has been a great battle already.
Everything that you could possibly want in a championship game, and these two teams delivering on a great weekend so far. What a great play by Austin Hinkson to break through there. Do want to thank our sponsors, Brunswick Power Sports in Newberry, S&J Sports, Northern Star Chiropractic, Burback Sales and Service, Action Glass, Newberry Motors, Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center, Lewis County Veteran Services Office, Lady Killers Pest Control, Pickleman's Total One Stop in Newberry Subway, Schoolcraft Memorial Hospital, Newberry Hometown Pharmacy, French Trucking, Jamadots, Clyde's Drive-In, Carson Hinkson score! Right off the draw to start the second period. Left circle, nothing but net.
And the fans go crazy. And I look down, Dan, as I'm trying to look at all these amazing comments from all the fans tuning in, and boom, there's a goal. It was just like that. We've talked about it. State Savings, you can't blink. They will get in. Boy, the sound of that has to make you excited, Dan, when you hear that horn.
Hinkson from Hinkson right off the draw. And a shot here.
Another
Gavin
shot.
Nutkins was looking for a dagger from the blue line there. 2-0, opening seconds of the second period. Austin and Carson Hinkson with your goals so far. This one comes back to Dietzman. He'll go forward to Nutkins, backhand, off the back wall. Gladwin will play it back. Held in the zone by Dietzman, who's played great hockey so far.
He's played fantastic this game. Played great all weekend. I mean, all of these kids have played so well.
In front. Oh, Hinkson somehow teleported, and then he loses his balance, but Garapi holds it in. Now a skate out for Gladwin, but Garapi breaks it apart. We're actually with the man advantage coming into the zone. Garapi working. Gavin Nutkins will take it. Gavin, center ice, trailed by Garapi. Gavin going to leave it for Brody. Brody's going to get to the slot. Works to the backhand, back to Nutkins, and too hot to handle. As we go 13:43 to go here in this second period, it's 2-0 State Savings Bank. Well, they go unassisted on the Hinkson goal, but you got to give Audie credit on the draw for pushing that thing forward as Carter Levine brings it in. Shot there from Gavin Nutkins was blocked and played back. Carter Dietzman back into his own zone, plays it off the back wall to himself. Behind Noble. Turnover here. Gladwin doesn't have anybody there. Play along the board. Slapped around. Nutkins leaves it up for Garapi. Brody chips it forward. Carter Levine will go it alone as John Nutkins calls for a change. And this one swept back around. 2-0. 12:50 to go. Second period. In the state finals. Shot. Noble saw it last minute and makes the save.
Get down low there, too. Right near the net.
A lot of traffic in front of Alex Noble. Skip pass for Gladwin off the mark. And then chipped forward. Back into the defensive zone as we go 12:23 to play. Second period. Good look here for Gladwin. Shot. Noble hugs on tight to that one. Also want to thank Jamadots, Clyde's Drive-In Restaurant, Paul's Plumbing and Appliance, Team Chevrolet of Manistique, State Savings Bank, Jack's Fresh Market, Zephyr Fuel in downtown Manistique, Coleman Engineering, and the Elder Falls Motel. Dan Hardenbrook, Jay File. It is 2-0 State Savings Bank, 12:18 to go, second period. Off the boards and back to the point for Gladwin. Gladiators are trying to set it up here. They'll work it around into the corner. This one pushed forward from Hinkson to Nutkins. Now Carson will take it back. Finds Audie, center ice, up to Gavin. Gavin, 1-on-2, gets by the first, can't get by the second, penalty coming. Gladwin will take possession, the whistle, and our first penalty of the game will come here in the early stages of the second period.
Yeah, we got an advantage here for State Savings. They could try to extend this lead. They're up 2-0 obviously now. They're starting to find some momentum on offense. And this is not what you want when you play against this team, when you got to be one less man out there. It's hard enough to compete with these guys when it's 5-on-5 action.
Lady Killers Pest Control Power Play. The Power Play team for your pest issues. Vicky and Ange, the Lady Killers. Check out their website, their Facebook page. Big thank you to them. Ange drove, left at 3:30 this morning to get down here from Munising for the championship Sunday action.
It's just people getting up early for this.
It was
event.
her and Steve were probably the only two people on the road coming down this morning
They were
at
racing.
that time of day.
I'm not sure the highways out here still, as I'm a newbie, but I think Steve and her were definitely racing to get here. But Steve is doing a fantastic job with the visual here.
Your check's in the mail.
I check. I hope maybe. Just to be in the presence.
The delay here. State Savings Bank going to skate back to the bench.
Hopefully they don't take one of our goals away. That's been something that's been done a little bit, right, Dan?
I think they were, referee had to go into the scorer's box, I think, to communicate with the PA guy. Power play here for State Savings Bank. On top 2-0. Power play unit is Hinkson, Nutkins, Garapi, and Dietzman. Taken away by Gladwin. They gain the zone. Short-handed opportunity deflected. Brushed aside by Noble. 1:35 left in the power play. 2-0 State Savings Bank. Trying to add to it. Nutkins, right side, along the far boards. Stops, leaves it. Dietzman skating into the play. Shot blocked. Backhand, loose in front, man. Austin Hinkson almost waved the magic wand there.
He was flying in to try to get that rebound. Good cover up by the Gladwin goalie. We're 2-0 here. State Savings leading still.
That's great by the Gladwin goalie to see that, because that was not out of a traditional shooting situation, not a scoring chance. And all of a sudden the puck ended up in his lap. Nutkins, draw back. Hinkson, shot off the mask again. Gladwin goalie seeing it in HD, and Nutkins is going to get a penalty along the boards.
Oh, my goodness.
Gavin, whether you like it or not, just skate to the box.
I don't understand.
John Nutkins, there you go. Let the coach have the argument.
He is.
Gavin Nutkins.
I can only imagine
not
what
happy
he's thinking right now.
John Nutkins, even less happy. So that'll put us at 4-on-4 for 1:11. Then a power play for Gladwin. 11:03 to go. And a lot of empty ice out there.
Nutkins probably has a good reason for a complaint there. I'm still kind of wondering why there's a penalty there, Dan.
Gladwin, too, also takes one of the better two-way players in the game out. Backhand. Nobody saw it. It got kicked wide. Gladwin will bring it up. 2-on-2 here. They'll have about 50 seconds of power play time if they kill off the 4-on-4. And a trip called. Carson Hinkson goes down. And now there's going to be a lot of premium real estate out there.
And we're going to do a 4-on-3 advantage here.
The tide has turned, and the red, white, and blue barking at the officials.
The stripes can can throw some things off a little bit, but like I said, in every sport, you have to play through calls, you have to play through adversity. Maybe, Dan, this is the adversity that we were talking about earlier.
4-on-3. Nutkins still sits for a minute and a half. Alternating penalties back and forth here in the first few minutes of this second period. Gladwin takes it away. They'll gain the zone. Gets by Dietzman. Tried to fire it off the back skate to Noble. And taken by Carson Hinkson. 20 seconds left
A big
in the
opportunity here for
4-on-3.
state savings, Dan, if, with this, all this real estate that's open now with their skating ability.
Dietzman draws two. Defender lost his stick, but it's wide of everybody. And Carson Hinkson goes down again. They'll just have to dump it to the corner, and we're back to 4-on-4. First Gladwin player out of the box. In front, too hot to handle for Hinkson again. He'll play it back to Dietzman. Dietzman and Garapy in the back. Austin and Carson Hinkson up front. Skip pass to Garapy. Too hard off his stick, and Gladwin's going the other way. And a 4-on-4. What a play by Dietzman defensively, and a big save by Noble. Oh, Dietzman to get in and cut that thing off. That's huge.
Made it very difficult for that player from Gladwin. He was on the run, and I thought he was about to take away. And we have another penalty.
Garapy with the hook.
And that was...
Noble jugs it, and we were 11 seconds away from getting Gavin Nutkins out and going on the power play.
We're not going to have it.
Brody is going to want to stay as far away from Dad as possible. Good thing he's in the box and Pat's working the other end of the bench.
That was definitely the correct call on the hook there, Dan.
So, the mathematicians are loving this game. Timekeeper's wearing out the buttons in the box.
I was looking at all the numbers and trying to give great analysis, and I said, I'll sit this one out.
Hinkson breaks through. He gets
And we've got another penalty.
Are we going to get a penalty shot, though?
I hope so. And look at Coach Nutkins is going off.
He wants the penalty shot. I don't think he's going to get it. I don't know if it was a clean enough break.
And
the
Coach
referee
Nutkins is very animated on the bench with the officials. He can't believe this.
is really letting John Nutkins have it, who has to take a walk. So 1 second left. How many guys are even out there?
Yeah.
We're going to have to switch the benches around with the penalty box.
Right, this is, and the fans are commenting or saying the same thing, penalty shot. Coach Nutkins is obviously asking for it. All the coaches are. I know we want it, and
So
I thought he had it.
We go a la NHL overtime, 3-on-3 here. And now Nutkins joins the fray. So let's that 1, 2, 3, 4. Check, got them all. 4-on-3 for a few more seconds. Oh, Hinkson wasn't ready for it. Got pie face. They let it go. Carson Hinkson off the board as Gladwin is a couple seconds away. And there it is, back to 4-on-4. Reverse far side. Thought he couldn't get a stick on it. And then he gets taken down in another penalty. It's a parade to the penalty box here. Puck's still alive. Noble leaves the net in a big save by the Gladwin goalie.
I mean, at this
The
point,
trail of ice to the penalty box is wearing thin here at the Wex.
it seems like every time we look, we have another penalty. And a few of these definitely warranted, I would say. And a couple were a little,
We're working
50-50
on
calls,
our
I'd
fifth
say.
straight minute of game time with somebody in the box.
Still 2-0 lead here for State Savings. They're going to try to add to this.
So we go back to a 4-on-3 for a minute. And then it'll be a really short 5-on-3. Shot, save. The one thing, too, I will say about both goaltenders, this is the best puck control we've seen from the goalies. Not a lot of loose pucks, not a lot of rebounds.
No, and that's something that we've been great at, right? Getting those rebounds, punching it in, and Gladwin with their goaltending has been solid. Shots on net. He stops it. He covers it. And we're back to a face-off. That's exactly what you want in goal.
Big slap shot there wide. 8 minutes to go. Second period. It is 2-0. State Savings Bank. Austin and Carson Hinkson with the goals. And Carson adds another. Top shelf. Far post. Just under the crossbar. That's a beauty for Carson Hinkson.
And the net is burning right now. He zipped that one in. Top shelf, Dan, you got to love that. Adding to that 2-0 lead. Now it's 3-0. And
the top shelf life. The good life.
And
it wasn't Friday night, but.
And State Savings is living good right now. And
that is a big one. I told you this earlier. This team has not lost a game this season when they've scored 3 goals. 3-0, 7:53 to go. Second period on Carson Hinkson's second of the game. So that will get one of the guys for Gladwin out of the box. So we'll go 4-on-4 for 40 seconds and then a little less than a minute on the power play, I think. Feel like I'm taking the ACT over here.
We will have...
If I take the headset off, you'll see the smoke come pouring out of my ears trying to do all this.
We will have...
Good thing it's a digital clock, right?
We would have 53 seconds of power play action.
That's why you're here.
That's why I'm here.
I can't count that. I don't have enough fingers and toes to count that.
It's
skipped aside here. 4-on-4 for 25 seconds. Gladwin. Looks, shot blocked by Carson Hinkson, doing it at both ends. See what they can break out here. Carter Levine. Backhand. Oh, almost got it. And Mom almost flipped backwards over the bleachers. Andy probably about had a stroke right there. Nutkins. Oh, off the glove. And in for Gavin Nutkins.
You got to love that one.
A laser beam.
I'm really nervous about this back area here. The parents flying off the bleachers.
We're taking the bleachers with us.
4-0, Dan. State Savings looking fantastic
said it
right now.
Once we get one, crack the seal, and they will come in bunches. And a timeout. And Gladwin needs it. I'll give him credit. I don't know any team that can survive the kind of penalty situation that we've seen here. Every time they had a man advantage, they lose it with a guy to a box. And they had a lot of ice time here in this period where they played with only 3 guys. 7:05 to go here in the second. It's 4-0. And we are about 6 minutes and change worth of time with guys in the box.
Yeah, it's nice to see that board actually cleared for a change. And this seems like the longest period ever with, penalty after penalty.
Yep.
But State Savings takes advantage. Look, you talked about mistakes. Few mistakes there from both teams. How do you react? State Savings reacted in a major way as they add 3 goals, and we're not even halfway through, or we're just past halfway through here, Dan, in the second period.
2 of them on that last set of penalty exchanges. They got the 5-on-3 and the 5-on-4, and they are up 4-0, and we are just past the midway point of this state final. 7:05 to go, second period. Draw here, taken away. Gladwin gains the zone. Garapy will take it. Backhand flip. Wants the big fella Pavey out in front.
Every time I go, man, I just wouldn't want to be near that board there with number 30. Thought to knock me right off my skates.
Ethan Pavey started the season breaking one of his own teammates' wrists on a hit in practice. Shot. Noble keeps the shutout intact. Alexander the Great grabs another one.
And Noble has been perfect, Dan, of course. You mentioned his great goaltending abilities over the years. And it's scoreless still for Gladwin as he keeps him up. Notice how they clear out, give him, the vision to see that puck again, and he stops it. No chance for a rebound.
Draw here at 6:25 to play, second period. Austin Hinkson plays it back around for Scotty Glaister. Puck fired back in. Dietzman working. Finds Austin Hinkson. Audie will turn him up. Here we go. 2-on-2, but too hot off the stick. And Gladwin will turn it back around. He'll dump it into the corner. Trying to go across the slot. Taken.
Got an opportunity here.
Another huge play. Nice job there by Jack Heinonen. Open ice. Taken. Everybody's onside. Here goes McEvers, who you don't see skated up a whole lot. Always plays really solid positional hockey. Nutkins takes it away. Shrugs off the contact. Hard stop. He's triple teamed. Finds Austin in the slot. Shot. Save. Rebound is loose to the corner. A great save.
Boy, what a beautiful pass that was, though, to get a great shot on net.
Out of the zone. McEvers will have to retreat. Off the board. It's Austin Hinkson. He has a 2-on-1 with Nutkins. Hinkson looks behind Gavin. And just out of the zone as Dietzman will work it around.
Oh, my goodness.
And a whistle here. Oh, interference on State Savings Bank.
And, you hate to see that, but, boy, Dan, it's a couple questionable ones, and that one just kind of held on and interfered a little too long. Need to let that guy go and fight in the corner for the puck. No need for that. But look, adversity strikes again. State Savings seems to have been handling it all game, so we'll see what happens.
2 minutes for interference. Dietzman, it's at 4:56 to play. Second period in a 4-0 game for the MAHA State Championship at the 14U house level. Oh, ice level shot, and it's through. Noble had it creep through the 5-hole, and a power play goal for Gladwin starts their comeback bid.
Noble looked like he had it stopped, just kind of got by him there on that right side, looked like Dan. And
Noble thought he had it. Alex thought he had it. You could see once he knew that it had gotten through, he tried to scramble back, but too late. And Gladwin gets one here, and the Gladiators start their comeback bid.
Gladwin definitely, they have a little momentum going their direction now, Dan.
Shot fired. They try the same exact thing. Saved by Noble there. Close the gap. 4:20 to play. Here's Nutkins. He's got Levine. Nutkins fires a laser beam just wide of the net, and then chips it for Zeminski. But it'll be the Gladiators turning it around. They'll come 3-on-2 the other way. Gladwin on the push. Shot. Oh, a fake. And down to the corner with 4 minutes to play here in the period. The skip to the point. Slap shot. Noble saw it the whole way. Good job by Garapi to avoid a deflection there.
Let him see it, and he will stop it. That has pretty much been the theme all weekend. When Noble has great vision of the puck coming his way, he stops it. But look, Gladwin here with a little momentum, Dan, and they're fighting. They want to keep these state championship hopes alive. Down 4-1 here, but they're pushing strong.
Austin Hinkson in behind Noble. Played out here to Nutkins. Hinkson had it taken away. Too high for Nutkins to get a glove on it, but Dietzman, as he's been all day, is right there. Dietzman for Nutkins, broken up. Oh, they're without a defenseman. Nice play by Gladwin to gain the zone. Great job by Carson and Austin Hinkson. Lubkert as well, back there battling for it. As the state title game sits at 4-1, State Savings Bank here in the second. Nutkins going to try and outskate Gladwin. Gladiators turn it right back around, though. Good closing momentum here in the second from the Gladiators. Will race back into their own end. Little fire lit under them with that goal. Slap shot blocked. Gladiators played in front, loose puck. Hinkson will work it around. 240. Somebody lost the stick, gets it back. State Savings Bank up the ice. Nutkins for Hinkson on a bouncing puck at center ice. Hinkson beats one. Hinkson beats another, makes two guys collide. Hinkson continues, splits two more, and the shot is saved, but the wraparound in front. Is it through? No. Oh, the fans thought we had one. I thought we had one. Great play by Gladwin. Gladiators turn it right back around. Oh, an elbow to Dietzman. Lubkert will look for it. Swept to the corner. Lubkert takes it away. Lubkert will move it up. It's Levine. Now 3-on-2 for the Gladiators. Shot. Juggling save by Alex Noble. 4-1. State Savings Bank on top with 1:48 to play here in the second period.
Great second period, obviously, for State Savings Bank, putting those 3 goals in. But again, Gladwin pushing hard here, trying to get this comeback in, Dan. They are playing for a championship, too. These young men are fighting hard. And a little bit of momentum, but I think it'll shift right back to State Savings. Sure would be nice to punch one more goal and win it, Dan.
I'll take as many as we can get.
6 away from their average right now. Still blown away by the 10 goals per game from both teams, though.
Yeah. Probably a record-breaking tournament run for these two teams, the way they've scored. 1:25 to go in the second period. State Savings Bank holds a 4-1 lead.
Hinkson. We have a delayed call here coming against Gladwin.
Skated back out. Noble is out of the net. Nutkins on extra attacker for State Savings Bank. Delayed penalty. Skipped up. Oh, they sneak a guy off the bench. Too many men called there. John Nutkins tried to sneak Dietzman, and the timing just off there.
And I assume you were having another conference.
Pavy's going to serve the penalty. So we go from looking at the man advantage to now.
You got an extra skater call, correct? Yep. So we should have, it looks like we might have the offsetting penalties.
Will serve the bench liner for the too many men on the ice. 5-on-5, so they do offset each other. Final minute here, second period. Tough blow there for State Savings Bank, who could have been looking for the dagger on the power play. Gladwin, 3-on-2. Gladiators have controlled the last 5 minutes of this. Off of Noble's mask, I believe. 36 seconds left. Gladiators looking to survey the scene. No lead safe in this game. Got to be big. Down in the corner. Nutkins. Oh, great play by Gladwin on the defense.
They had an opportunity for sure.
Oh,
there.
What a move.
Oh.
Gladiators are going to get a shot redirected. 7 seconds left. Alex Noble hoping his guys could just get him to the intermission. They'll skate it out, and they will. There's the horn. End of the second period in a 4-1 contest. A good one here, and the MAHA 14U B-State Championship.
Again, thank for everybody watching in on Facebook Live here, commenting, showing that support that these young athletes and coaches greatly appreciate. I know they do. And we're very thankful. As I always read these comments, I always get excited because the sport is at an all-time high, Dan, and we're looking forward to seeing that grow.
Been a great weekend for us here in Cadillac. Thank you for allowing us to bring you the coverage. Thank you as well to Renzi Power Sports, S&J Sports, Northern Star Chiropractic, Burback Sales and Service, Action Glass, Newberry Motors, Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center, Lewis County Veteran Services Office, Lady Killers Pest Control, Pickleman's Total One Stop in Newberry Subway, Schoolcraft Memorial Hospital, Newberry Hometown Pharmacy, French Trucking, Jamadots, Clyde's Drive-In, Paul's Plumbing and Appliance, Team Chevrolet, State Savings Bank, Jack's Fresh Market, Zephyr Fuel, Alger Falls Motel and Coleman Engineering. Thank you for sponsoring our coverage. I actually get to drive around and watch kids play games.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Which is a ton of fun to spend your work days. It's a lot of long hours and a lot of road miles. I don't got to tell the hockey community that. I'm preaching to the choir.
And then get to hear the voice of the UPU, Mr. Dan Hardenbrook. And we all appreciate you.
Draw here. Third period. Final 15 minutes. Separating State Savings Bank from a potential state championship, 4-1. They lead it. Still got offsetting penalties, so we're even strength. The next goal is going to be huge. It's either going to be a backbreaker for State Savings Bank, or Gladwin's going to be right back in this game. Getting physical with Dietzman down there. Man, he has had a great game. In front, one-timer missed. Great stick lift by Nutkins. That's an advanced level move right there.
Absolutely. Great move there. Seems like State Savings having guys slipping and falling. You know, this is the end of the tournament here. Maybe some tired legs.
Got warm this afternoon, too.
The Michigan weather, you never know.
Yeah, started with snow, ended up with almost 60 degrees and sunshine. Here's Gladwin, backhand. Noble looks down. That one, he licked the save on the 5-hole attempt. Leaves it there for the official. 13:50 to go.
The more this clock ticks down, Dan, the more the excitement.
It's going to be the longest 13 minutes of our lives.
You got that right. Hopefully no more penalties.
And we're just watching. Levine.
And we've got.
Looks for Heinen, and centering pass will come all the way across to Nutkins. State Savings Bank. Oh, my.
And you just don't want to do that. And the coaching staff. Dan's walking down.
Dan's going to have to take a seat for a minute.
Dan Hardenbrook is now sitting down on the bleachers with all the fans. He is a fan favorite, so rightfully so. He'll be on the bleachers. I think he just wanted to get away from me.
No, that's the one thing you never want to do. I gained most of my hockey knowledge from watching the Mighty Ducks, and the one thing Gordon Bombay says is never clear the puck in front of the net.
Yeah, never. Yeah, one of my all-time favorite movies. I think I watched it twice this week with Jordan, my son. Shout out to him as he's probably sleeping.
He's gearing up for the ride home.
He's number 2 fan. Carol, Steve's wife, was number 1 fan today. We need to have that a part of the show. Now, who's the number 1 fan today?
The 3 stars of the game, the 3 fans of the game.
Yeah, I don't know if people would like that.
Deflection just wide.
That could get competitive if we do that, Dan.
Hinkson brought it into the zone. 13 minutes to go. State finals. State Savings Bank on top, 4-1. Austin Hinkson got it started. Carson with a pair. Nutkins with one as well. They're the 3 leading scorers. Here's Austin Hinkson after a big save by Noble. Hinkson splits him. Hinkson, Audie got grabbed.
No call there.
Spun around. Held in the zone. And a whistle. And a hand pass. It'll bring the puck out of the zone.
It's that awkward silence right now that you have, Dan, when the fans, it's like taking deep breaths. We've got 12 minutes to go till there's a state championship. No lead is safe, and you can sense that right now. A little bit of nerves, and Gladwin has to fight to try to get back into this. Noble's been fantastic, and that hasn't he, Dan? I mean, he's got to make you feel pretty confident as a State Savings Bank fan, player.
You're in every game.
Yeah.
You've got a chance to win every time you go out with a kid like that. Oh, what a glove save.
Oh, my.
Nutkins had that one on a beeline for the back corner.
Thought he might hold the glove up like Patrick Waugh back in the day after that glove save, Dan. That was a great shot, too.
Nutkins just turned and fired out of nowhere. 12:09 to go. 4-1, State Savings Bank. Oh, big hit there. Dietzman got taken out of the play. Nice move and a score for Gladwin. He just beat Noble, which is hard to do.
And Gladwin is not throwing in the towel at all.
Don't go anywhere.
We are 4-2 now, Danny, and I'll tell you.
We are headed for a finish.
There's a reason why this team has won a lot of hockey games. You called it earlier. And there is even more urgency and more tense attitudes from the green side here.
That's a big play by Gladwin to take Dietzman out of the play. The hit on the boards set that up. And Gladwin gets a great look and takes advantage.
Now with a 2-goal game, 4-2, State Savings Bank leading. And I'll tell you, the nerves do come in a little bit.
In behind, I believe it's Carson Hinkson. It is. He'll move it along to Garapi. You can see Brody just grinding. This one reversed around. Hinkson to Garapi. Garapi wants Nutkins. Gladwin too good to let that one get by. Enter into the zone and a deflection. State Savings Bank kind of stopped there for a minute. I wonder if they were thinking offsides call. 4-2 now, 11 minutes to play. Race for it here. Audie can't get there. Chops the stick in frustration. Gladwin gains the slot. Carson got to be careful there. Oh, Gavin got to be careful there. At this point, a penalty would really be devastating. 10:30 to play. 4-2.
Don't say it. We don't need another one of those. Gladwin bringing it in.
As quickly as we use the power play to build up a lead, Gladwin could use one to knot this thing up. 4-2. Coming up on 10 minutes to go here in the third period. Another great state final at the 14U level. It was French Trucking and Cadillac in back-to-back years. Two of the greatest youth hockey games you'll ever see. State Savings Bank and Gladwin. Many of these kids skated against each other in the Pee Wee State Tournament a couple of years ago. In front, loose puck, swept wide and clear to the zone.
Ooh, that was close.
And the hype all week long, people have said this would be the final game. This is what we expect. And both teams got here, and both teams have delivered. Nutkins and a big glove save.
Well, you're absolutely right, Dan. This is the game that everybody thought would occur. Championship game. Gladwin is proving their worth right now. I mean, this is a very good hockey team. You talked about it, 55-0, 55 straight wins, was that right, Dan?
Last year.
I mean, that's incredible, unbelievable.
And this is a Gladwin team that's young.
Yeah.
This is a lot of first-year Bantam players. You know they'll be the team to beat at the 14U level next year.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We won't be so bad ourselves. Shot and a glove save.
Both these teams, when we talk about next year, you hate to bring up
The
that.
second-year talent.
But yeah,
We've got the experience. We talked about it.
Yep.
We got the second-year talent. Garapy off the draw. Brody, blast. Almost knocked the young man right off his skates. He's going to bring it back the other way. It's a 3-on-2. And then Dietzman just comes flashing back into the play.
Great play by Dietzman there. Knocks him off the puck, sends it down. Great job, State Savings there. Got to play good defense. I think you have to be in attack mode too, though, Dan. You can't just sit back. That's where they've had trouble. Gladwin's put the pressure on.
Zeminski. I am really impressed with how Gladwin responded. They got down 4-0 after that run of penalties. Then the second, called a timeout. Coach settled down his players, and really Gladwin's been in control of this contest since about the 5-minute to go mark in the second period.
Absolutely.
Dietzman left it. Didn't see. He lost the guy. Oh. Referees are letting him play a little bit.
It almost changed a little bit. It was, called tighter, and now we're just letting them play to finish this thing off.
Hinkson. Audie taking off the puck. Almost
nice play there.
Caught in the change. Nutkins turns it around. Gavin, shot, save. Puck up for grabs in the corner. Taken though by Gladwin. They'll chip it forward. Who's got more left in the tank? 7:45 to play in the championship contest.
The clock is your friend if you're State Savings here.
That's right. Taken away. Nutkins racing. Nutkins shot 5-hole, closed door.
He denies again. Gladwin's goaltender, just fantastic all game. He's made big saves.
Dumps it in, top line. You're going to see a lot of this group here in the last 7 minutes and change. It's Hinkson, Nutkins, Garapy, and Dietzman.
Been a fan. I mean, what an unbelievable line this has been, right, Dan? I mean, we've seen it every game.
Out in front.
Got numbers.
Dietzman, Nutkins. Oh, and an offside.
Goodness.
Good play by the defense. They slow it down just enough.
That was
both of these teams hustling to get back. 6:57 to go. 4-2 is your score in favor of State Savings Bank. And a timeout here for Coach John Nutkins, who gives his guys a round of applause as they come to the bench. Final break, final instructions for the stretch run here in the state championship.
I do think that State Savings is running into a little bit of fatigue. I can see it a little bit. And I think also, there's nerves and also excitement trying to win a state championship. Sometimes you play timid. You can't do that right now. Gladwin's flying in, trying to make plays. You got to go the other end and do the same thing. And I think one more goal would be a huge sigh of relief for the fans, coaches, most importantly, the players. Great crowd support we have, Dan.
Oh, just a tremendous crowd. A bunch of people made the trip down this afternoon to join the party. Ton of people been watching online this weekend. Been one fun winter. 6:57 to go here in this one. Everybody kind of takes a seat.
And I always love hearing the fans, some of the things that they say, but most importantly, I love the
music man in the rink just got 2 thumbs down from everybody.
I thought I seen Steve doing some dancing. There he goes again.
My eyes. Help me.
The look you received, Dan. The death stare.
That's not the death stare.
From the Godfather, Steve. That will be his new. And we have an animated group.
Wow, Gladwin getting up on the glass, trying to fire their boys up. Gavin Nutkins in front, taken away. 6:52 to play. Out of the timeout, and Gladwin breaks it right down to the corner. Centered in front. Backhand Spinneroonie is wide of the net, and Carson Hinkson plays it behind. Lube Kurt couldn't win the race to it to the blue line. Gladwin trying to space everything out. They get a look in the slot. Shot blocked. Gladwin going to try and skate it. Lubkert got caught flat-footed. This one will gain in. Backhand. Save by Noble.
And Gladwin's putting on great pressure right now, Dan. State Savings has to clear the puck.
State Savings trying to give some guys
beautiful pass.
Moment of breather. Shot. Save. Dietzman, who's playing two ways. He's playing offense and defense right now. Lubkert. Shot. Noble hangs on tight as it tried to snuggle its way loose.
And I'm sitting here, Dan, getting nervous with the crowd. We've got 5:43 to go. 4-2 lead. But when Noble's in net, again, I feel a little bit better. How many saves does he have in this game? I mean, it's got to be probably 15 or more, I would say, Dan.
He has had a huge game. 2 more than Gladwin right now. That's
the most important.
That's the most important. Hinkson tried to bring it across the blue line. 5.5 to go. Third period. Big slap shot wide. Noble learned his lesson from the bad bounce off the wall yesterday and keeps his stick down to smack it away. From the point, blocked by Pavey. It's like trying to shoot through a brick wall.
He is a big, strong kid.
5:10 to play. Austin Hinkson, blue line blast. Save. Oh, man. And the Gladwin goalie to keep his team in it has been fantastic. Austin Hinkson looks for help. Has Levine and Nutkins in front, but it's taken away. Gladwin will clear the zone. They'll push forward. Great play by Gavin Nutkins. And a whistle and an offside.
That was a good call.
Yep. Near side, the forward, the wing there, a step early. 4:44 to go in this state championship. Do want to send a big shout out to the Manistique Hockey Association. Nick Bosonic's done so much for us to help us with our coverage. Of course, Teja and Munising Hockey part of this trifecta as well. But Manistique hosted the team this year, kept the rink open 5 extra weeks so this team could still at least practice.
And that's just big time
raised
stuff.
so much money. They bought the kids meals and shirts. Big thank you to those who donated to the Hockey Association. Help raise money and a whistle.
That's what we did not want. We have a penalty coming up here for hooking, I believe, Dan.
And a guy we need on the ice, and Gavin Nutkins. He'll head over to the box. It'll be a Helen Newbury Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center penalty kill. Look at Hinkson. Was down on one knee, trying to get his win.
This is a team that's worked hard all weekend. They are tired. You can see you have to gut it out here. 4:19 to go, up 2 goals.
I want to thank all of the parents of this group. Just a great group to be around, allowing us to be the soundtrack to their kids' memories. Next stoppage, I'm going to try and get all my season end thank yous in. 4 minutes to play here in the state final. Big power play here for Gladwin. State Savings Bank trying to kill one off here. That might be the difference. It might be a clincher for a state title if they do. Here's Austin Hinkson, Audie at center ice. Blitz one, lost the second, but he ran off a few more seconds. 3:35 and 1:16 on the penalty kill. Late third period of the MAHA 14U B-State Tournament. Post-game live here with the medal and trophy presentation. When it's over, Noble glove saves it. I got to send a huge thank you to Katie Lamuth, who's been so great at being our contact person out of Manistique, making sure we get the information, the updated schedule. Andy Levine, who's done the live stream at the games that we can't make it to. Andy getting to, I don't know if he's relaxing watching these games now that he's not filming
Probably
it.
not. This could be big right here.
Dietzman steals it away, bodied off the puck. Gladwin clears the zone. Center ice with 3 minutes to go. 40 seconds left in the penalty kill. Shot, save, Noble rebounds home. Oh, they get the goal.
And
It's the seventh goal of this game. It's the fifth one scored on a power play.
Well, Danny, I'll tell you the drama unfolding here in the state championship game. We are now at 4-3.
That puts the empty net situation into play here at the end of the game. Now, Gladwin will start thinking, how long do we want to wait? When do we want to attack?
You know, you mentioned some certain words like overtime earlier. I don't really like those words.
My blood pressure can't do OT right now.
But this is a championship hockey game, Dan, and this is what it's all about.
What a game. Again, in an icing with 2:45 to go. That sends the puck into the defensive end.
And I'll tell you what, look, this is
a lot of silent prayers.
I mean, I'll tell you, this Gladwin team has really impressed me, Dan. And State Savings has a war on their hands with 2:40 to go here.
The staff here at the WEX and the District 7 reps for saving this tournament. Empty netter goal! Gavin Nutkins on the empty netter. Gladwin took their chance in the offensive end. And Gavin Nutkins, whose penalty set up the power play. Redemption for Gavin Nutkins, who came home a year ago to win a state championship with this group.
That's a big-time goal, Dan. Boy, a little bit of a gamble there, I thought, from Gladwin to pull early like that. But, you know, they wanted that advantage, and you said it, power play. I mean, that's where 7 of the goals, right?
Wanted the offensive end advantage, and the key was winning the draw, which has been an underrated part of this State Savings Bank team. You can't possess it if you don't win the face-off. And they've probably been 75% or better on the draws this weekend as we hit 2:15 to go in a 5-3 game. Nutkins looking for the dagger, fires high and wide. Perfectly played off the bench by Gladwin. They're not done yet. Gladiator skated in, poked away by Hinkson. Under 2 minutes to play for State Savings Bank. They lead at 5-3.
That was a big-time hit over there. State Savings trying to get this game finished.
Nutkins will circle it around. Minute and a half to go. Dietzman watches it go for an icing, and the wait will be a little bit longer. 1:23. Such a great group. This group of kids.
Fantastic unit, great parenting.
I've watched this group of kids get their hearts crushed as squirts in Traverse City. Again last year, I was telling some of the parents after the 1-0 loss last year, I sat in the parking lot for 25 minutes, gathering myself just to drive home. And I really have no big stake in the game, but that's how much this group means. Nutkins needs a stick, takes one from the bench.
Down this way.
Final minute here in the state championship. State Savings Bank a 2-goal lead. Hinkson looking up at an empty net, gets separated. Big shot there is Gladwin doing everything they can. That one fired wide by Nutkins. Gladwin tries to clear it. Off the skate, empty netter just wide. 40 seconds to go. No mistakes now. Big hit by Nutkins. Up the ice, into the offensive end. 25 seconds to go. 10 days ago, they told they were done. There would be no tournament. And in 10 seconds, it'll be official. For State Savings Bank, Manistique, Munising, and Newberry, a state championship for the Upper Peninsula. And the greatest scene in hockey, gloves flying, helmets going. The mission complete here in Cadillac for State Savings Bank.
What a feeling for these young players, coaches, parents, and us. We're a part of this, and it's just so exciting.
The stands come on the ice after the awards are done.
An announcement for everyone.
To the benches to take pictures.
Post-game live, the celebration. We will stick right here.
Again, appreciate
State Savings Bank is going to get their hardware, the hard-earned, deserved hardware.
We appreciate all the congratulations I'm reading here, Dan, on our live telecast here, and appreciate again all the sponsors. And this is a great feeling. I mean, I know listening to how excited you were with that call, I got excited, and I got.
I'm welling up a little bit.
Yeah, I've got chills.
I'm getting soft in my old age.
You are. You definitely are.
A great game. Before we celebrate the state championship, tip of the cap to the Gladwin Gladiators. What a great team, a great program. Their goaltender was outstanding today, kept him in the game.
You got to give Gladwin a lot of credit. Those kids fought hard today, Dan. Down 4-0, get it to 4-3, and
with 5 minutes left, you didn't know what was going on. And State Savings Bank is going to win this one. State Savings Bank getting their championship caps. Brody Garapi's got something new to replace that red, white, and blue cowboy hat that I'm going to have to wear post-game.
That'll be a scene.
Best bet I've ever lost.
Yeah, absolutely. No question, my friend.
Okay, we're going to call up the players from the Gladwin team.
Start with the runners up.
Starting with number 4, Isaac Wheeler.
For Gladwin. They had a great game.
Number 7, Braden Bolin.
Feels like it's 200 degrees in here right now.
And it's not either.
No, it's about 34.
Number 11, Clayton Newman.
Appreciate everybody staying locked in with us right now, watching this ceremony. And just, this is the great moments in sports, right, Dan? Seeing champions crowned. You made a great statement that they are, heartbroken after a loss before that State Savings was. Redemption's been a word used a lot on this. I've read that comment and that word a million times, it seems like. And this is sweet redemption to win a state championship for State Savings Bank.
Number 22.
The absolute just punch to the gut that came last Thursday
Number 23.
when we were told this opportunity would not be taking place.
Number 24, Gunnar Staley.
Holy moly, the only thing that many thought could beat this team almost beat them last week.
Number 27, Carter Nutt.
There's not many groups that you want it for more than this one.
Number 30, Jacob McKinney.
We're going to get to see, and a great job by Manistique Hockey and the coaching staff, of course, the last couple of weeks. This team, 0 positive tests. 0 kids with school shutting down and kids dropping like flies. They did what they had to do to be able to play, and the whole roster here for this championship Sunday.
Now we'd like to have the coach or whoever the coach would like to come up to accept the team award.
Gladwin has many more big games in front of them.
There's no question about that, Dan. This team is very, very good. You said it. They're younger. So this is an experience for them, right? You learn from this experience. But this is about state savings here, big-time championship.
One of the greatest kids in the world is going to get to skate out and get this championship trophy. I'm not going to spoil it. I just saw John Nutkins share a minute. Dimitri Belko had a big day on Saturday.
Number 19, Dawson Bosonic.
Dawson, a couple of goals this weekend. Talk about scrappy. Carter Dietzman, who I think is one of our 3 stars in this championship game. The way he played, just awesome this weekend. Brody Garapi. I was telling the story earlier. The first tournament I did was that squirt tournament in Traverse City a couple years ago. I almost got booted out.
Number 18,
Scotty Glaister, I think, coming through the line as another kid that had his first goals of the weekend. How about Carson Hinkson? Maybe the goal of the weekend.
Oh, man.
Austin Hinkson, a pair here in this championship game.
Hinkson had a goal that I don't think anyone will ever forget. This
Carter Levine was so great all weekend as well. Matthew Lubkert. Red pants, his signature. Christmas tree on skates. Ryan McEvers, you mentioned him earlier, had a great game here today.
He played really well.
How about that young man right there?
There it is.
You want to talk about redemption? Alex Noble might be the best goalie regardless of age in the Upper Peninsula. And he finally gets his state championship. Joins greats like Camden Labadie and Aiden Garapi that came before him. Big E, Ethan Pavey, wasn't sure he was going to get to play this year. Decided to come out in his 6th straight year.
Can't read the writing, sorry.
Who?
Logan Lusk. Sorry, Logan.
Logan Lusk is a peewee that practiced the last 5 weeks with this group so they could have 2 goalies and run extra practice.
And that's the sacrifice, and that's just huge. This, it's so tough to...
Scotty Glaister's going to go get the hardware. His first career hat trick yesterday, and Scotty brings her home. Scotty does know.
Scotty does know what it's like to be a champion. They all do. And I'll tell you, I wanted to say this, Dan. You talked about it the other day, and I think this is a great point, how there is depth on this team. We always talk about stars, but hey, look at him coming over to the fans.
You got to help Steve out here.
Steve doing 14 jobs right now. Let's give him a hand.
They come over to greet the fans. What a contest. We're going to have some post-game interviews and content from the parking lot coming up. Keep an eye on our M123 FM Facebook page. Of course, we'll recap it all in this week's edition of the Newberry News. Make sure you look for our pictures and story on that one. We're going to wrap up our video play-by-play coverage and go join the party. State Savings Bank, your 2021 14U state champions.